they feel disappointed about the ministry and it's
cabinet.
And your cabinet, remember cabinet there, no? When the NPP puts the figure at 30,000, when 30,000 youth were asked to go home, you've not advocated for them.
Obi, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
More time there, I'm call law school. What's the name? Non-court don't have it. So what kind of what you do not have, you cannot give. And I am a lawyer for Makam. But go for the day, but lots of day. Oh, council of 1 year. School without Makoya could be why. More Moka. You cannot give what you do not have.
Yes.
Maybe Ansana Ubenya appointment letter. What do we have to get first?
Financial clearance. Yes.
Sankrofon, do they have financial clearance?
More after elections, no?
Exactly.
And before.
But we didn't sack anybody who was picked before the elections.
That's not true.
Obi.
The evidence doesn't suggest that.
Obi. So you see, a lot has been backdated.
Okay.
And we all know. You see, in this enterprise, you need no credit power. And we choose to pretend. There were some Yakasa permanences. No nurse could come out to say they are permanent. The minister came to refute it. Foreign Affairs, Kudiato came out and said there were some who were picked, their processes started.
Yes.
Before
elections. Yes.
But their appointment letters came after. All of them were left.
Maintained. But other agencies didn't do that.
So Obi, when you have an agency that went against the directive,
yes.
2 things. Please find out first why they did not
go by
the directive. And then 2, if they faulted the directive, your platform, bring it up so that we can draw in whoever is in charge and ask him the relevant questions. Because you see, that's a certain lady came to my office. I'm my first Sami JV on some issue.
Yeah.
The first time Sami can say, about me attention. My name is because you see, apart from the politicians who were implementing, people had their own personal issues.
Yeah.
You see, HRB or baby, your phobia on penance. So, so the lady just walked into my office. Unfortunately, luckily, your friend was Opare.
Oh, okay.
And then she was coming to look for the minister for youth development. And I was even leaving the office. And I'm home now. I'm saying, so what is your point? So I'm saying, this cannot happen. And I'm saying, if I'm not sure, PMMC, now Gold Board. And I'm a far from I'm fresh. The lady has come to her once, but I'll refer to someone. And quickly, I know the lady is back to work. Because somebody somewhere did not like the
mafia.
But they blamed it on the politician. So I said, so we interrogate it. We will not get it right. The youth development ministry.
But should the youth listening to you are affected, no? Can they take solace in the fact that the minister responsible for their development and empowerment, no, is really following up on this issue?
I have followed a few
to make sure, sir.
Yes. There were a few cases that came to my attention. We looked into it. A few have come to my ministry or no more. And some of them, like this NEP for issue, they knew that they had to go because there was no way they could be paid, because the way they were paying them another thing. A few of these issues have come. Digging deep, no. Was that Ubisana was in the credit, for me, but I want your letter, no, so I say, but nobody, you may have 1 or 2, but majority of the people making the noise, if they have legitimacy, there is an avenue. They should seek redress in court. Because the Chief of Staff's directive was very clear. So everybody who was picked after the elections of 7th December, and even prior that, the then government spokesperson, Ofosu Kwakye, for the transition, Eeiii, we even spoke, said, hold on to these recruitments, because you will need financial clearance to be able to take the person. So I'm a foul. not 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, demonstration for like today. What happened at the Ministry of Education?
Yes, and a teacher for the
yes.
Almost say they've been posted.
Because there was no financial clearance. But you heard the Minister for Education today speak to it. They can pay the clearance they have. It's for 9,000. We posted 39,000 right after the elections. They did it when the heat of the elections was on. No financial clearance. Obi, we are a country of laws. Say, let me have for nipa 10. Now me whisker for 10. Now me for more than 10. Now me for 10. No, we have for 9,000 or 7,000. What for 39,000? This was flawed because interviews no. Or no pay any appointment letter, and even she's connected in a high place. But a lot of the people who got the letters, none of them went through the interview, so it made it easy for all of them to be laid off. And that is the story. And they should come and tell me I'm lying. There is proof to it. When they come and say, oh, you are invited to ultra application. Application on ultra the copy Juman on Mofambra. On copy. The response they got after the application was sent, it was a text message. And as a retro, and when they were invited for interviews, the processes they went through, proof of it. And then you see, say, Opare Addo cannot correct. Sorry, you do it here. Politicians.
But those youth, no, are still Ghanaian youth.
We are willing to find jobs for them.
They are back home now.
We are willing to find jobs for them.
The promise Ananke Betimie creates jobs not for them.
Yeah.
The youth wing of the NDC.
Yeah.
A coin 133.
Yes. Yes. Formula 133.
133. A GBBI in the campaign. What many expected, they said, in the first 120 days, this was like the thing that was going to define the first 120 days. Unfortunately, nowhere to be found.
We never said anywhere said 133 will take place in 120.
No, I've not said that.
What we said was, let me see, Obi, there are some things you can't change easily. There are some things, it is policy that changes it. There are some things you have to be very intentional and deliberate.
Yes.
The creating of the youth ministry was an intentional process and a very deliberate process, so that we can pay attention to youth issues. Over the years, but we've not been deliberate. You are moving a whole economic policy from a one-shift system to a three-shift system. You need the necessary infrastructure to be put in place to be able to do this.
Okay.
You need 24-hour electricity. We came in at a time, and let's be very honest, this electricity problems, they said as an NDC, but we all knew that we were running, we were just managing it. We knew the challenges.
Yeah, but what the Ghanaian people do, they say management was a day on their lights were not going on.
Oh, but Obi, we knew, sir. We knew exactly what the opposition, the then government had to do to keep the lights on. A car on the Jagu on they ran the energy sector down. You cannot, you see, it's a bubble, a bit pie. And they were holding on because of the elections, doing everything possible. They were holding it like X. And what the challenges are. The 24-hour economy is on course. A few government organizations are starting. We are setting the legal framework. We are, and even on Tuesday, the committee was the council. The processes are such that give yourself maybe another 3 months. You will see the fruits of it. And you will see a functional 24-hour economy taking place. One, you need to rent industry because you can't do it alone. And it has to be private sector led. So you must create the right atmosphere, the right incentives for people to be willing to ride on it. Government can get a few government organizations saying passport office is going to run 24 hours. DVLA have started. Publishing Corporation, Afia, What I say? A few government organizations are more render services and gas yes. So I say NIA. They are all going to run. They are all in the processes. So I say, but yes, the chunk of it runs with the private sector. And one of the things you need, one, street lights in the evening. Because if you don't have street lights, and Greater Accra, we've seen what the regional minister is doing in respect to street lights now. Working around. And
identify master trainers, no? More no, apart from equipment here after the training, and then they give the trainees the equipment. But master trainer, no, the other say, oh yeah, depend. And you didn't call but depending on the size of your business, no, it be more between 1 million Ghana cedis, it be 50,000, it be 20,000, it be majority 10,000. But there are some who took 1 million cedis to you kind of saying revamp or more business, no, or more here extra machines to buy. Na yamang kwalano no we training mo de similar way.
We are doing something similar, but it is a need assessment. We are not giving money.
Okay.
You bet share trees and amount. Yes. That is the only money we are giving you. But where you need capital equipment, it be a machine here back up. But which we are banning a shop on a bit for Nipa 5. Near the 4 machines account.
Okay.
So that because instead of saying the machine where my apprentice, the master, we are all poor one for between machine, you know. So that is what we are doing, but we are not giving lump sums of money say about for
not even to make the master trainer, no.
Yeah, master trainer. We are not giving. We are paying the apprentice fee.
Yes.
So charge 10 cedis for one person, and you bet you have 10 cedis now.
Sure.
20 cedis, depending on the rate we are fixing.
Okay.
We'll pay that to you.
Okay.
Then we do an assessment of your shop.
So we hear machines.
So we hear machines bear 4. Now maybe I buy a space or no. And our machine back, good for machine back on any part 3. It is the 3 other machines because once we start the relationship with you, we intend to continue for the next 3, 4, 5 years. Instead of say a better machine, they are apprentice now or baby senior.
Yes.
Maybe all about only machine. The better shop in the and the shop in the so that subsequently other apprentices who come will give them because all pound when our exit here. Your package here, the Bemawa will be training. So we will rather equip the business. So we'll do an assessment of needs or requirements. Rather equip you and give you what we think you are deserving of, so that the business can go on. The bus now will be added that, and you will charge us for them to use it. That is also another modality we can look at.
And for this year, no, as a ministry and agencies under my ministry, no. 2 main programs we're focusing on.
We're also focusing on the third one nobody seems to care about.
And